waiting for people to come in. Well, find your spot,
Well,
Kaylin.
Tati's gonna be in it too.
You gotta like move back a little bit.
No, your camera's just too small. Should we use the laptop?
How y'all doing tonight? I'm feeling great.
Um,
If y'all haven't tried the new mix with a nice, what is that? Berry mix in
Turn
there,
this fan
Drea?
off too.
With tequila, you need to try it right now.
Sometimes you gotta be close up on it to and able to hear because you're on my phone band. Hi y'all. We're waiting for people to come in. I got some people with me to help me with the lot.
Speak.
Hey.
Hello, y'all.
See 3 people.
How y'all doing?
But I feel like you might need a mic.
I'm gonna adjust this. That
You
works.
got to get the I know you got to come get it, but I'm just adjusting it.
Who's the 5 people on here?
5 already?
It's gonna look real ghetto. How y'all doing tonight? I see y'all back for this Mandovi live. We're still getting things set up and, waiting for people to come in. We're trying to get our angles and shit right. Since I got more than one person with me today. I got my old roommate and my friend Charles.
Hello, y'all. How y'all doing?
And of course you met my brother Kaylin.
I'm here. I'm back. Always, always, always.
Okay. We got a few topics we're gonna talk about today, as you can tell by the title. Yes, by the title. So how are y'all doing? What y'all doing? Screwing?
You gotta be signed on here in order to get the what's name, the questions, don't you? I'm signed up for mine, not yours.
Well, shit. What y'all doing? Screwing?
I cannot stand him.
Woo.
So y'all, how y'all feeling during quarantine? I know quarantine is a bitch. It's got everybody over here drinking and being alcoholics. That's why I gotta come to y'all every Tuesday. I know I missed last Tuesday because, of course, I was drinking and stuff with family. I had gone back to my hometown, had to visit family,
Say
get some
hello.
nice food. Say hello to Dudley, the live dog.
Blasian said yours, hey Blasian, she said yours ain't working. She just texted me said tell her live ain't working.
Is it really not working?
It's working on my phone. It's working over here.
So, can y'all see and hear me?
We don't support Doja Cat anymore.
Let me know if y'all still see me.
Wait a minute, damn video. We need to be quiet.
Yeah, Tati, you all in the live hush.
Can you play
Okay.
another good song?
We can't really play music like that because of the background music.
Oh yeah.
And it might
That's
get
right.
flagged.
Gotcha.
It's always a lot of stuff going on. So who all do I have on right now? I say I got 4 people. And if you're coming in, go ahead and thumbs up it, like it, so I can get these likes in, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. And this is my newest
Well, you
co-host
can't see me,
this
so back
time
up on.
around. Shut your ass up.
Oh, you can see me staring.
Her name is Tati. Tati, introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tati, Royal_veteran. Follow Royal Blue.
She speak up.
Okay, and I'm gonna put everybody's social media in the bottom. I know I always say I'm gonna do it, and I never get around to it, but I'm gonna do it this time around. Oh, can 10:30? Yes, ma'am. Okay. So people are coming in. All right, cute.
Hey y'all.
Yes, yes.
Good evening.
Hello, loves. Andrea, what's the first topic tonight?
Well, we're gonna wait. It's 4 minutes now. But like I said, we're going to be talking about ghosting.
Ooh.
I've done a video like this before, but I've never done it live, and of course I've gotten a lot more followers now, so I want to go ahead and re-talk about that. Ghosting a little. Does it have to do with mental health? My next topic was going to be, interracial dating, regardless, just like either interracial dating or just talking about being friends interracially, how that is kind of like the plight of people of color, and you kind of like gotta teach people things, and it's a lot that happens, and we're all people of color. Well, technically, we're all black and in one PLC. Charlie, what are you?
I'm Hispanic. Thank you so much. But thank you for being inclusive of my kind.
Exactly. We always want to rep for the PLCs and the blacks because they're different. I want to go ahead and put that out there too. Because people of color also includes black, but black does not include people of color. I'm just saying.
Say that.
Okay? Because we've seen too many times where people of color have thrown shade at black people.
Yeah.
Okay? A lot of anti-blackness through Asian people, no tea, no shade. My boyfriend Asian. I'm just saying I'm gonna call it out like it is. Hispanics, a lot of them don't really care for the blacks too. So I gotta keep it real. That black ain't PLC. I mean PLC ain't just everybody got what I was saying. I don't want to be problematic with it though. How do y'all feel about that as a startup topic? People of color and black, like when stuff is happening in the media about black people, but people want to, cover it up by putting people of color, and it's like, no, it's not a people of color issue, it's a black issue. That's what I'm saying.
But
Yeah,
that's
they
just
try to
how
involve-
people gonna do.
They try to involve everybody. Like, it's not everybody's topic. Just because you're a colored person doesn't mean that you're involved in the black community, in the black issue.
They try to make it as small as possible.
They do. They try to include everybody that's colored in that one colored group, and that's just not it. We're all different people, all different races.
Why can't we appreciate everyone for who they are as a person versus what color they are? Why can't we appreciate the person as the person for the things that they bring to the table, not only because of their color, but because of their passions, their purposes, their reasons of striving for the next day? That's what I think.
Yes, yes, and reaching the next level.
Okay,
Why are you a hindrance?
Okay.
Why are you a hindrance?
Oh God, here we go, y'all.
Period. Why are you trying to stop me? Why are you not trying to be on a board?
Mm. We just need more unity in general when it comes to people of color and black people in general. I feel like that we're always going up for everybody versus never getting that same love back. Like when stuff going on with Asians, we want to hop in and be like, "Oh, Asian lives matter." When something's going on with Hispanics, fuck that. Don't build the border. There are people too. There are people of color, but when black people get shot by police, how many people of color do you see running to our defense?
Okay.
But I think that with social media, though, there is a lot more advocacy for things of that nature. Because we just saw in Minnesota, I believe, or Minneapolis, where thank you so much. This is my first time live. Thank y'all so much. Where this police officer was basically choking this black man. And he was saying, "I can't breathe." This just happened maybe I think yesterday or the day before.
It was
yesterday.
like he was like had his knee on the
Yes, and it was it's just sad.
It is. That shit like that is happening. And like I said, we need our POCs to step in and be just as vocal as we are for them. Because like Charlie, he was raised by black people. He's a person of color, but he was raised by black people, so he knows the black plight, and he is here as an ally for it. And I love it. He uses his voice to speak out against people, talking about fuck Trump and all that type of shit. And I see because the white people be mad on his pages. Because I be going through the comments, he be like, fuck Trump. Blah, blah. Okay, they be real salty, Salt Bay. All of them.
Refresh her page.
So I need some people to comment. Can y'all actually see my video? Because I'm getting feedback from others that my video isn't really playing. Because I see it on like my laptop and I see it on my TV and it's working. But maybe y'all just need better internet.
Try to refresh our pages.
Refresh our pages and see if y'all are getting anything.
Because we live.
We live, baby.
We live, baby.
And I just ran out of my beverage.
And we got the whole
Make sure you don't put on my pants, Tati. Tati, what did I just say? What did I just? Can you get in the
You was
towel?
just happened to be in the way.
You said, can I get a towel, please?
Where
A paper towel. Up there.
Mimi said she could. Hey, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi. Mimi Lynette.
No, Aunt Jemima from Pokemon.
Hey, Aunt Jemima.
I think her name on
it is her.
Instagram.
Okay, that's her.
Do we have any, what's it called? Any comments yet?
I told you I can't see them because it's not on your. I'm logging into
What you want
mine.
to talk about tonight?
And be on your phone. The comments come out.
Right, so
What you feeling in your heart?
Oh, well, I have my topics up there. Like I said, are we at 10 minutes? Or like at 18 minutes? Okay,
I
well.
want to talk about infidelity.
Oh, gosh.
oh
Not that just
Lord,
yet.
oh Lord, oh Lord.
Not just yet. Okay, so I want to start it off with talking about, ghosting. But give me 1 second. I'm going to let my people, talk a little bit because I'm going to sign into the laptop so I can read you guys' comments and your feedback. Because, the phone is too far away for me to actually get to y'all. So I'm going to start it off. Okay, so I was watching Insecure. And of course, Issa, the character, she had been ghosted by this dude that she was talking to and kind of like sort of building a relationship with. And he ghosted her out of nowhere. Now, when I say ghosting, is people are talking to you, y'all are vibing and kicking it, and they just disappear. They stop messaging you. They stop hanging out with you and stuff like that. They just go
Sometimes
ghost.
they keep hanging out with you.
Or sometimes you're the ghoster.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
True, but like in the in that boo bitch.
Boo bitch.
But when it had happened, he basically just ghosted on her, and then we end up finding out later in later episodes that the roommate told the best friend like why he ghosted because he had mental health issues going on. Now, do you guys feel that's a valid reason to ghost somebody that you're talking to, or do they deserve an explanation for your absence in their lives? Go for it.
They deserve an explanation because they have put so much time in you. You need to give them an explanation, period.
I feel
Every
that
rip.
Because it's closure.
It's closure. Every rip. And if I don't get an explanation, it's a problem.
Well, so I'm gonna be the devil's advocate here, and I'm gonna say, what if I didn't know how to give you your closure? What if I didn't know how to express how I'm feeling?
Then you should have never pursued me.
That's
because
true.
off the bat, you should
Lead
have
you
known
on.
who I was.
And you know what?
Before
that's
you
true.
even pursued me, you should have been like, oh, I like her character, I like who she is, and I like what she's about, and I know her. And if you know me, then you should never cross me. Like
But
that.
what if I came to you broken, not even knowing that I was broken?
If you came to me broken, I'll try to fix you. I will really try to fix you. But if you fuck up, it's a wrap.
I respect that. I respect that opinion. I think that you can come to someone broken, but you gotta have the determination in your heart and your soul to become fixed. You can't expect that person to fix you when the fixing has to do within you. Can't nobody make you be fixed.
Every time.
Can't nobody fix you, basically.
Can't nobody fix what wants to be broken.
You have to take your time and fix it yourself. You have to take time in yourself. You have to reflect, self-reflect, do your woosah, do whatever you gotta do, cleanse, your whatever 30 days, a month, 6 months, whatever. But before you get in a new relationship, you need to make sure that you're right with yourself before you get into a new one, because you're just bringing that baggage into another relationship.
And you know what? I feel like, so as a therapist, so like, I have my master's and I've become a therapist, and I feel like you need to write closure to that person. You can't just let that person continue to live on into your life.
You could write it down and never tell them no.
You could, and then I always tell people to burn it afterward, because it's not for them, it's for you. But sometimes our thoughts take control of us, and we never get to write them down. And I think we need to learn to let them move forward in order for us to grow. Because we can't keep holding on for tomorrow and expecting for today to happen.
Somebody disabled for live stream.
How many people we got on here? I haven't seen any comments pop up. Are y'all there? Are we talking to anybody?
They're so into what we're saying. They
I
ain't got
see
no
something
comment.
like the comments have been disabled. I don't know how to switch it.
1 second, we're having technical difficulties, but everybody that's there, please stay there. We'll get them fixed and we'll get your comments out here soon. Just give us a second. But while we're waiting, give us your feedback so we have something to talk about when we're, replying to your comments.
So So how do y'all feel about maybe a person you're talking to being so broken that you can't fix it? How do you know the difference?
Signs. There are signs. People avoid signs. There are definitely signs that come out uh, bluntly. Like, you can tell them, but you choosing to ignore them because of who you are as a person and who that person is to you. Say it's your best friend or whatever, you're going to push off those signs because you know, well, to me, they ain't done nothing. I've been in a situation before. Somebody told me there were signs, and it wasn't technically a relationship, but it was a friendship to where there were signs that I should have known, but I avoided those signs because it had not happened to me first.
Understood.
Take note of those signs because if you don't, you're going to end up the ass of the joke, basically. So,
And I feel like at the end of the day, you have to go into a relationship or a situationship, whatever you choose, knowing who you are as a person
definitely.
and not depending on that situationship to be who you are as a person, if that makes sense. So if that doesn't work, that doesn't define you as a person.
Very true.
It just means at that time it wasn't ready.
And some people take that to heart and feel like they're the problem in the relationship. In all actuality, you just need that closure to figure out what exactly the problem was in the relationship. It may have been you, but don't go through your breakup or through your when you're healing your healing process thinking that it was you. Make sure you get that closure to make sure who it was, so you get closure on who fucked up the relationship. Take that time. It could be 2-3 months before you actually have that closure, but make sure you have that closure if you're still having thoughts if you were to fuck up the relationship. Like, don't just keep thinking it's you because it's not always you.
But how easy is closure when you're still in love with somebody?
Not at all. It's not easy at all.
So
Period.
what do you think? So what are your thoughts? What happens when you need closure but you're still in love?
I feel like you need to work on yourself. When you need closure and you can't get closure, say you can't get closure because the other person is probably not on that level. Or you're not on that level yet, but you need to work on yourself, work on your self-esteem, work on building yourself back up, telling yourself you know you are worthy, you are still somebody. Don't let that one break up because there's gonna be plenty of fish in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let that one person get you down too much. Cry, grieve, do whatever you gotta do for that person or whatever you gotta do, but don't hold on too much.
Do you feel like we do that with situations?
As
not
far
just
as
people, not just people.
Mhm.
So we hold on to situations that we don't know how to move on,
It doesn't have to be a relationship. It can definitely be somebody that's hurt you.
or a situationship.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. Same thing. You still need to talk about it. You still need to get closure. If it's your friend, if y'all close enough, you still need to sit down and have that conversation with that person and still figure out what happened. And from that point on, you're going to figure out whether you want to end the friendship, end the situationship, end the relationship, or you're going to move forward and still continue to do what you're doing. I just got a yes from Andrea, so it sounds
There
like we
we go.
faked some shit. So give us
Dudley.
Dudley. Just do whatever the fuck he
Dudley
wants at this
just
point.
does no wrong.
Meet Dudley.
Me, Dudley, he is the feel-good
He
thing.
is the emotional support animal
Yes, he
of this
is.
group. Climb, baby, get up there.
He's like a grown-ass man.
Okay?
He's trying to, okay.
Did you
Tell him
fix
to
it,
say
Dre?
something in the chat.
Somebody comment in the chat so we can see if it's working or not. Charlie, can you see how many people we got live?
Oh,
Yep, yeah, we can count
seven.
them.
A 7. And we got 4 likes.
Oh,
Bad. Put it back up here.
There we go.
And where's my plug? Plug it back on back in. The hostess of the mostest is coming back.
I can't wait to hear Drea's feedback.
If you're confused, we're talking about closure.
In a relationship, a situationship.
okay, yes, closures. Yes, because leave out is not your friend. Everybody needs a closure. Or are we talking about? Oh, okay, relationship
no, bitch, we're talking about
closure.
relationship closure.
I
What the
thought y'all
fuck?
was talking about these hoes here and how they need a closure.
Charlie,
Okay.
chill, woman.
Because sometimes y'all hoes need closures and frontals. Just to let y'all know. But when it comes to closure and things like that, in my perspective, I feel like everybody is owed closure. A lot of people say that no one's owed anything in this life, so you're not owed closure by anyone, but some people just because like a lot of times you're not gonna get it. Would it be nice to have closure every time you're in a relationship and or a friendship and you want to get that, find out what happens, you guys can come to a common agreement, something like that. That would be love. But is it always gonna happen? No. But I do think everybody needs closure.
How do you get closure, Greg?
I feel like people just need to be upfront and
How have
honest.
you gotten closure?
How I got closure? Well, I've really had nothing to get closure from people. But okay, I lied. I lied. Back in the day when I was messing with this person, we had this on again, off again thing. I think I made a video about it. It was called The Tale of Mr. Bionic. So me and him had always gone back and forth. We went through our little situationship, and at the end of he was about to move off to I think he was about to move to Texas, and he was about to graduate school or whatever. So my
Speak up. The volume is low. We're speaking up. Sorry. The volume is low. Speak up.
is the volume? Do we need to move it closer?
Yeah, like angle it just a little bit. Like keep it
A little
angled,
bit.
but bring it a little bit closer, so you don't lose my beautiful. Now
Hey y'all.
Don't drop it low.
Okay, drop it low and spread it wide.
bring it down. Look, there you go.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, now tell us if the volume improved.
Has the volume improved? Y'all good?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see us? Cause that's not enough of my titty in there. I need more titty.
She need more titty, y'all.
So I need more titty. All right. Is it better in hearing? Okay. Yeah. But I basically just messaged him. Well, she's coming back, Charlie. I basically just messaged him and I was like, okay, before you leave, I need to get this off my chest. I want to know why you did me wrong. I need to know, bitch, what I did to piss you off or why you didn't want to fuck with me like I want to fuck with you. I need
What
to get all
was the
that closure.
reason?
Exactly. What was the reason why you did what you did and why you made me feel the way you made me feel? And I've also done it with somebody like they treated me real bogus and I was like, well, just to get, my closure of this, why the fuck were you such a dick? And I got my honest answer and did it hurt? Hell yeah.
How did you deal with that? Hurt.
I blocked him.
Uh,
After you get that closure, you just need to hit that block button because you don't need to see no more Instagram posts. You don't need to see that Snapchat story because that's going to remind you of everything that you missed out on because somebody wants to fuck up your relationship or fuck up your friendship and stuff like that.
the potential.
The potential that could have been something great, you fucked it up. So now I need my closure, and to get my closure, I don't need to see you. I don't need you in my presence. I don't need you stealing my vibe. I don't need you transferring that negative energy onto me.
I don't need nothing.
None of that.
Nothing.
Not a
Good
zip.
evening. Hey, Kingdom of Queen. How are you? Good
Okay,
evening.
well, I can't see her. How about we?
Hello.
I got it. I'll let you know what people say.
Okay, you sure we could just stop there?
No. The charger ain't gonna reach that far. Meaningful Monier said that the volume is better. Kingdom of Queen said good evening. Imani
Good
said it's about
evening.
time that you can hear us.
So we went through all that talk and none of y'all could hear us?
Nothing.
It
How
was
much
on and
could
off.
you
She
hear?
said it was just low. But
Oh.
Blasian is on here. Hey, Blasian, I hope you're
Hey,
getting well
Blasian.
in quarantining because I know, girl, it's hard.
Okay. But, okay, when it came to being have any of y'all ever been ghosted?
Ghosted or being the ghost?
Okay, let's go with have you been
Yes,
ghosted first?
Mom.
Or if you have never been ghosted, have you done the ghosting? Charlie?
Okay.
You know what?
Charlie,
This
I
is
feel
live.
like
I need you to sit still.
I
Are you out of it?
sometimes get nervous about meeting new people, and sometimes my nervousness gets the best of me. And even as a person that deals with anxiety and depression, and as a therapist, my anxiety still gets the best of me. So sometimes I do ghost, or sometimes I just choose to just not engage because I'd be nervous. Because what if that person's crazy as fuck?
you're not going to know if you ghosted them, Charlie.
You're right.
I wouldn't say I technically ghosted somebody, but I mean,
So wait. For
I just stopped
for
talk- I
us
just stopped
older
texting.
generation, what does ghosting mean? Does that mean you just stop texting?
it just
them?
means you stop texting. Really, I guess that is what it is.
Oh,
You
You
just
stop
stop
texting,
texting
stop
you
Speak
just-
to him.
out of the
Don't
blue.
speak.
Like,
Don't speak no
Like, I
more.
mean, you have been talking for 3 days or so, and then I just dip off the face. I don't text you back. You're texting me, Martin, you're texting me, and I just never message you back. I don't answer your calls, and then I pop back up, and like 2 weeks later, like nothing ever happened. Motherfuckers be doing shit like that,
Oh my goodness.
and that's what happened on
Toxic.
Insecure. That's that toxic shit.
That's
But
the
like I said, is
toxicity.
mental health, is that a valid
So
reason to ghost somebody?
I feel like if you don't want to talk to somebody as a mental health professional, I feel like you should be able to tell them. You balls enough to say when you want some coochie you as some dick. You should be balls enough to know when you don't want to fuck with somebody, and you should. That person being told that should respect. At least I'm not ghosting you. At least I'm telling you, hey, I can't fuck with you. And it's okay if you can't fuck with everybody because you're not gonna link with everybody.
That is true.
I'd rather you be real with me than to just. Oh, no.
We got a comment.
Oh, comment.
From Blasian. I think I ghost people a lot. Not purposely, but I just stop replying at the time. Then I open the conversation from June 2nd, like, hey, nothing laying here. Same. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just leave it there, sitting, and then when I want to respond, like, what you doing? I'll respond when I feel like responding. I don't feel like it's ghosting. I just feel like
But
it's
do
on
you
my
feel
own
like
time.
that person is less on your priorities to respond?
Yes. But I don't feel like I'm ghosting them.
So what? You like?
I don't know. They might be, I mean, on people's phone, y'all might be able to turn up get us on HD if y'all can. If y'all got iPhones, put us on HD because we are a little blurry on my screen. But, yeah.
Ghosting is no nothing.
Boom. They just gotta, you know. Kingdom of Queen. I've ghosted. I've been ghosted. I've ghosted. I just stopped communicating altogether because neither party was consistent in conversation.
So why can't? So
That is definitely
True.
But why
if
can't you tell that person I'm not interested in you?
Why waste that breath? If you're not there to hold the conversation,
Versus-
if it's just open end question or open end conversation, like no, yes, haha, oh, like why even tell it? Waste your breath. Like, bitch, you know that we're gonna stop talking because like you're not holding the conversation. And here's the
But
thing: you
I'd
started the
rather-
conversation with me.
I would rather sever the conversation so we know which way it's going, whether it's north or south. Period. Than versus someone having their own
Yeah.
interpretation.
But most
of it.
niggas don't have that courtesy.
I don't
Let's
give
just
a
put
fuck
that
about
out. What was the quote, Tati? What was the quote? Oh, she down for the count. We're gonna get the quote that I quoted earlier. We're gonna let you know.
Okay. There's
Meaningful.
just so much, y'all.
There's
Y'all are
no
really coming with
filter
it.
for fuck niggas.
There's no filter for fuck niggas.
Period.
Remember that. There's
Okay.
no filter for fuck niggas. So regardless of what their intentions are, they're not gonna tell you what their intentions are because they're a fuck nigga.
And they'll do
Period.
anything.
And they'll do
Okay,
anything.
so here's my here's
Hold
my,
on. Hold on, we got a comment from Meaningful Monier. Ghosting to me is just disappearing out of someone's life with no warning, heads up, etc. That shit low-key hurts and it has made me take a huge break from dating overall, discouraging me. Imani said...
Same!
Huh? Oh, sorry, showing. Imani said, Caitlin, this sounds like experience. Yes, it's experience from here. And Danny said, period. Imani asked me if I've been through it. I've been through it a few times, okay?
Okay,
Who hasn't been through it? There's been a few people on this couch and a few people in this room. We got an audience in this room as well.
Okay.
That's been through ghosting. Like, ghosting's not new to anybody.
Especially this day and age, it's like motherfuckers just want to keep your attention for 0.2 seconds, and then when they're tired of you, they just stop replying back to you. Look, okay, and I also had a out the woodwork nigga that popped into my life today. Anybody don't know what an out the woodwork nigga is? It's a nigga that ghosted you and then popped up out the woodwork. So this is how it happened. I had hooked up with this dude a long time ago, and then after we had hooked up, it was cute, it was love. He blocked me. Now, after he blocked me, I ain't had no contact with this dude ever. So then he just messaged me today talking about he found me on Facebook. One, he didn't add me on Facebook. He found me on Facebook in the messenger. And then you gotta go to the messaging request.
Yes.
So I went to the messaging request and it was him. He was like, add me back on Snapchat. I'm like, nigga, didn't you block me? And then he's talking about, oh, well, after I left your house that night, I went to my house, I got drunk, my roommates invited some friends over, and they stole my phone and removed you. That is way too specific. Though, you know a nigga like being real too specific about what happened. I just would have left it out, my phone got stolen. You say your phone got stolen by your roommate's friend, they went to your Snapchat, they removed people. Why would they remove me? They don't know who the fuck I am.
Exactly.
So you just told on yourself you could have just left it at that. Niggas don't even know how to lie correctly no more. Like, damn. And like I said, he just goes and thought he could just pop back in my life. Hi, nigga. I got a man now. So, no, you can't pop back in my life. Although the dick was good.
Can I ask you a question though? If they ghost you, were they really meant for you?
Not at all. Like I said, some people need to be
Isn't
in that
a blessing?
season.
Sometimes it's a blessing because
It is a blessing sometimes to be
sometimes
ghosted.
you don't know what you what you're being ghosted on, but what I'm ghosted on is something I don't need to be given. So period.
Finger
Sometimes
up.
it's a person, place, a thing. Your nouns of life. Sometimes they ghost you as a blessing, so I don't fuck up your nouns of life. Your persons, places, and things.
Okay, but thing is, I didn't even want to date the nigga. I had that for my when he first approached me, because I got he approached me on the app. So girl, I wasn't even about to worry about that. I already had my eyes on another dude. So I only wanted you for dick. That's all I wanted you was for dick. So regardless, you just would have been in my life for dick. I wanted nothing more from you because I knew. Now that I'm older, I can decipher the type of niggas that aren't gonna be anything for me and that I can just use for like my self pleasure. So I knew that was a nigga that I knew I didn't want no future with. I was like, all you need to do is be able to please me and go.
Comment.
And that's what I did. I kicked him out as soon as we was done.
Comment.
All right,
Comment.
baby. Okay, well, this is my live, girl. Your comments gonna be next. Go ahead.
Kingdom of Queen said, I've learned in advancing in age to talk things out. However, for some, you bringing your concerns to the forefront makes some reserved even further back at that point. Galatians said, yes, sis, got a man. Now we stain. Okay.
Stay on, baby. Stay on.
Okay,
If
but
it was
can I
college
ask a
dick,
que-
he was already been erased.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay, but wait, can I ask a
College
question?
don't even count.
Maybe what if
Respond to the comment.
so what if you are ready to talk about it, but they're not mature enough to talk about it in a way that is beneficial? What if they're not mature enough? What if you're more mature?
Then they are.
Yes. You ready to talk
I
about it?
mean,
But they
as
said
long as you want to get their feelings as well. Like the purpose of talking is to get both your feelings out, but really 75% of talking is to get out your feelings, get out how you feel, get your point across, and make them understand you.
But does
You
that
may-
give you closure? But does that give you closure?
Not always, but you got out what the fuck you wanted to say.
But how can you get closure through that?
Cause you got out what you felt. You
Okay.
got to say what
Okay.
you wanted to say to that person.
I feel you.
So
Okay.
you got closure from that. Now their response may be late because, like you said, they may not be old enough to understand what you said to them. But you got out what you need to say, and you feel relief
you can
because
make
you
peace
got
with
that.
that.
You got that off your chest.
Once you release that, you can make peace with
Yes.
it. That's good.
You don't have to understand what I'm saying, but you heard what I said. Now you're
There
gonna
you
think
go.
upon it, and
Okay.
now it's off my chest, bitch. You take it and you think upon it,
All right.
cause I ain't thinking about it no more. Period.
Okay. And that's why people need to have their intentions set up front. Because, like I said, a lot of people's hearts and a lot of people's time and a lot of people's all this will just get wasted if you were just upfront about what you want. If you know all you want is some dick or some pussy or some ass and all that, just say that. You might not get the answer that you want, but at least you were upfront and telling somebody, hey, this is what I want from you. I don't want X, Y, and Z, but I'm willing to take this.
Okay, well, what if you don't know what you want?
If you don't know what you want, then you need to leave people alone. Don't go into shit uncertain. You approach somebody, you know what the fuck you want. You know you're not ready for a relationship. So don't approach somebody and play that game of trying to be in a relationship or that shit if you're talking to somebody and you're selling them all types of dreams. If you know you're not ready for a relationship, don't sell that. If you know all you want to do is fuck, sell that. Sell that.
How many people would be interested in a fuck versus a relationship?
A lot of people. This is 2020, baby. People are hooking up just to hook up. Marriage is declining. We're out here just fucking a fuck because the fact that we know we don't trust a lot of people nowadays. This is the fact that we all been burnt so many times. Everybody's too afraid to let their heart out, let their emotions out. So, you know what? I know what I want. I'm just going to get what I need to get right now while I work on my career, while I work on my life, while I work on me.
Are there any more comments on ghosting, or can we move on to the next subject?
Okay,
We
because
have a few
ghosting,
topics.
baby.
Hey,
Yes.
all 9 people watching.
Hola, ¿cómo se dice?
Have any of y'all been ghosted and how do you feel with being ghosted?
How'd that make you feel?
Yeah, how do you feel after being ghosted, after putting your time into somebody and then they
Okay.
just disappear?
Kingdom of Queen said, "I wish I could just fuck to fuck.
Okay.
No strings attached."
But would you be
NSA.
fulfilled though, Queen of Queens? Would you be
Kingdom of
fulfilled?
Queens.
Kingdom of Queens. Would you be fulfilled though?
If you just fucking the fuck? I mean, they'll feel your satisfaction right then and there, but then is there cuddling after? Like, is this a friends with benefits? Because friends with benefits don't really happen unless it's like friends with benefits is not really friends with benefits. It's just benefits. New.
It's friends.
I got one in my room
With benefits.
by my lamp. It's just benefits. Fuck that. It's just benefits. Because you can't really be friends because shit's gonna start. It's gonna be turmoil in there. You're gonna start catching feelings. This person's hanging out with this person. This person hanging out with this person. Y'all in the same friend group.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's really just benefits. We can't cuddle afterwards. You can't stay the night. You can't make me breakfast. We can't pillow talk after we're done. I just want you to grab your things and go.
Okay, but some people can be friends with benefits. Some people can, you can hit them up and just be like, hey, I want to go hang out. You want to go to the movies real quick?
Hey Asia.
I want to see this movie. Or, hey, I want to go and,
Hey,
go
Asia.
bowling. Let's go bowling together. And then afterwards, y'all might smash and go about your business. So some people can do that at their own
Hey
communication level.
Shanice.
Oh,
Shanice and
hey,
this bitch. We got another person called Top Shots. He said extra lube, no dry fucks. Asia said, hey family. Hey Asia.
Hey, baby.
Tati is down for the count, but she
Okay.
says hey as well. She down. She down.
And we not spitting in holes. It's flu season. There's Rona.
Y'all make sure y'all comment. Y'all make sure y'all are included in the conversation. We want inclusiveness, okay?
Okay. And low key, y'all don't need to be hooking up now unless you got that one person that you know you can be with. Don't go out hooking up with random people during Rona. I just read somebody went out and tried to get them some dick called Rona. Just because you went out and got some dick. But I mean, hell, if there's people out here running around, going to kickbacks and going to bars and parties, that's taking about just the amount of risk as it is going and having sex with somebody randomly.
Top
that you
Shot said this is first time here. What's the narrative? What are we talking about?
Right now we're talking about ghosting, but now we kind of jumped into the topic of,
Hey Ken.
people and their need to, have sex during this time in the Rona. Like, I feel like
What
you're
do
taking just that chance of,
How do you
nothing.
take care of your personal needs in the time of Rona where you don't know?
Because I feel like you're taking that chance if you're getting on Tinder and getting with somebody. That's just about the same amount of chance as getting Rona as, going to the bar. If there's a bar open, or going out to the store, or going to a cute little kickback of 2 or 3 people.
Very much
It's that
so,
same
very
amount of
much so.
chance. So I feel like people shouldn't be shamed about getting dick during this time.
Top Shot said I love to spit on my D.
Oh!
I think you're off topic, Top Shot, but thank you.
Well,
Kingdom
you
of
know,
Queens said I would definitely want more than sex, but I'm known to put my emotions in, and I've been left with sexual unfulfillment. So it's about evaluating the good, evaluating the good.
Can I ask you a question though?
Who are you asking? Her?
I'm just asking in general. Do you feel?
I know, Blasian. Whoa, it was a lot.
In general, do you feel like? Woo, do you feel like
Top short.
you can
You said top.
be
Chill.
in a sexual relationship with someone that you necessarily don't want to be in a relationship with? Period. Can it be strictly sexual and not platonic?
For what?
In a relationship?
In a relationship, period.
Just-
It
That's
doesn't-
not really a
it-
relationship. It's
Right,
like a
but
friends
no,
with
I'm
benefits.
saying, but what I'm saying is, it's still a relationship. Period.
Hey,
It's an
Wayman.
understanding.
Hey, Wayman.
Hey, Wayman, yeah,
And
wow.
Shanice.
Come on.
Hold on, pause. What do you say? Is Shorty in the middle of trans? Yes, baby, I'm trans. We talk about trans stuff. We are pro-trans over here.
Yes, my
Pro-sexer,
sister is
pro-black.
trans.
The whole
Period.
channel on there is
What's
about
up?
being
Period.
trans and all my experiences with transness.
And she's
So if you're
fish.
about it, then you can stay. But if, don't be negative, baby. Don't come here with no negativity.
Don't.
We can block.
Aw.
Because we,
Pause. Kingdom of Queens said, but let me acknowledge how good y'all look. Aw. Thank you, Kingdom of
Well,
Queens.
thank you.
I appreciate that. That's cute.
No ugly bitches on my live.
So what I'm saying is, whether or
I
not
love me a trend.
can I
okay?
say that?
Well, all right, baby.
Can I
All
say
right,
something?
baby.
But can I say something? No, why? I don't
Thank
give a
you.
fuck,
Okay,
trans or not. It's the person. Why is that what you asking for?
KD said I can't have friends with benefits. I get my feelings. That exactly. That's period. If you know that you can, and I'm glad that you announced that. A lot of people can't accept that they can't get into friends with benefits, situation because they can't announce or they can't, accept that they catch feelings. It's always, somebody
Exactly.
else's problem. But I'm glad that you announced that, KD. How you doing? Glad
Exactly.
that
Some people like to fake the funk like they can, like, oh yeah, we can be friends with benefits. Da 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 da. It's not gonna, I can put my feelings aside. No one that they cannot, and that's where you fuck yourself
Can
up.
anyone put their
Period.
feelings aside though when you fucking?
Can you, Charlie?
Shit, hell.
Some people
that's
can.
why-
Can you
that
get
is-
this, Charlie,
But
and not?
you damn right. I can't sleep with not nan. In order, that's the thing. That's why I'm cobweb. Because I'm
It's
not
okay,
finna
Top
sleep with.
Shots. We don't want you.
I'm
That's why
not.
he's cobweb coochie.
I'm not finna sleep with nobody unless we got a connection.
Period.
Period. Now, back when I was in undergraduate school, I used to pop this pussy for the realest. But okay.
He did used to pop it for the realest.
Asia said if the dick bad,
Oh,
Kaylin Wright don't want you. Okay, top shots. I don't know. I mean, we don't. The niggas on the couch don't want you. She might, but we don't. Period.
I haven't.
Kingdom of period. Kingdom of Queens said, and absolutely, I definitely had a situation with someone, but that too hard. That is too hard when people are inconsistent. Don't play with my food, my time, my sleep, and my sex.
Okay,
Period.
if you're gonna be in my life about
Period.
this
You
shit,
heard it.
you need to be
Period.
consistent. If you're not gonna be consistent, don't hit me up on nothing. I like consistency regardless if it's coming from just a friends with benefits. I need consistency, and that's why I was with the man that I'm with now because he was consistent. He was consistent about our time we spent. He was consistent about pursuing me. He was consistent about texting and all that shit, which was love. Which is why I chose him.
Yeah.
And that's why all the other niggas got put to the side because of the fact that I just didn't have consistency from these niggas. You gotta be consistent in order to develop a relationship. Because I don't do inconsistency, no man, no point no.
Top shot. Fat boy, I don't want you. I don't know what fat boy you're talking to on this couch, but don't get blocked from this kid.
Who the fuck is you
Harley,
talking?
damn it!
No, it was dog, but don't get blocked. We don't want no negativity. What's going on? So keep your motherfucking fat boy comments. Watch your
Because
mouth.
because this fat boy got a master's degree, a bachelor's degree in his own business. Please check me out at
Okay,
www.
period.
Hold on, wait, www.org. Please let me know when you got 2 degrees, your own house, your own car, and your own business. You can fuck with me talking about fat boy.
Okay.
And your own daddy.
Watch your mouth. You done took us off motherfucking topic.
Whoo, you gotta be hot.
No, not yet. I'm vibing, fat boy. No, fat. Which fat boy are you talking about? Because there's 2 people on here with some weight on themselves.
Who you talking about, fat boy?
Why is it like this? Is it like
Block him.
everybody stuff?
Fuck your. Okay, fat boy or top, whatever your name is, top short.
Okay, all that.
Thank you for your support, but you're gonna be removed from. Thank you, bitch.
Get a
She's never
degree.
from the child. We don't do
Get a
negativity over
degree.
here, baby.
Get a degree and then talk to me, bruh.
Okay.
Fine boy. Thank you. They might have had a top
Fine
boy.
boy.
He out. He already out.
All
Fuck
right,
fat boy
cause
or
fine
fat boy,
boy,
whatever his name is.
cause fine boy can make $2,500 a week.
KD said, "Talk your shit, Charlie."
Fuck
Asia
you,
said,
me.
"Blocked." Danny said, "Top shot, shake my fucking head." And Kingdom of Queens said, "I think they mean fine boy." Yeah, whoever you are, laugh whatever you want to do, but bitch,
Bitch,
Okay.
Please.
support or get the fuck out because we don't do that shit on here.
Okay, we
Please.
giving him too much attention.
Okay,
Let's go
we
ahead
are.
and get back on
cause
the
you know I
line.
get a little hot. Fuck you, mean.
Okay.
We're
Next
gonna get back
topic.
on topic.
I'm still here, pussy. Okay, keep on.
Okay, so we're gonna just hop on to the next motherfucking topic. Now that we've got our feelings out of the way. So I want to kind of talk about interracialness. Either interracial dating or just being friends with other races and how for a person of color or a black person and how it's kind of a little bit of a burden in order to kind of what I'm talking about in order to just have that because we have friends you got to teach them certain things if they're not a person of color because we go through different things than they do. So have you ever had a friend or been with somebody who did not get it, just who just didn't get it?
I guess personally being a foster child and had a black family raise him for 10 years, I really don't have that problem because at the end of the day, I not only take my Hispanic Caucasian self, I take the black self that I gained from my family, and I'm able to meet hundreds of people regardless. So I don't think I don't really think that's an issue unless you haven't been brought up in that.
True. This is how it looks. I'm ready to TV's up. Sorry, y'all. We're trying to
So
break some
ugly.
shit, but yeah, like I said, if y'all switch to HD, you'll get a clearer picture. Y'all be clear with a clear picture.
None. I don't know what's so fuzzy. So Kaylin, for you,
Say the question again, because I was up here.
have you ever dated somebody not of the same race or had a friend of the same race and you just had to get them together because they just wasn't getting it and it was kind of like a burden, you're always teaching them. It's always a learning moment when it came to
No.
you being black. No.
I dated somebody out of my. It wasn't dating. I was talking to somebody out of my race, but it wasn't. I didn't have to explain to him my culture because it never really got that serious. So I didn't really have to explain to him my culture and things we do and why we do shit. It never got that serious. So no, not really.
Okay. What about y'all? Have you ever had those struggling moments with either white people or just other people that aren't your race? Because I know for me, dating interracially, because honestly, all I've been with is non-black men. Okay, I've dealt with black men, but have never actually dated as far as like gone on dates with black men. So all my sort of dating, real dating experience have been non-black people.
Yes.
So I mean, the first one was white, so I didn't really have to teach him much because he was a chocolate chaser. So he was always after black people. The second one was, another white boy that I was entertaining, but he was cool with white. He was cool with the black folks. I didn't have to teach him nothing, but also we didn't get down to like more than a surface level, sort of talk. So we didn't have to get that deep into shit.
Danny or Blasian said, "I love interracial dating. I think it makes it exciting learning their culture," which I agree with. When you interracial date, you get to step outside your comfort zone and learn different things that you never even thought about doing. Another comment. Sorry. KD said, "I would rather black people date other black people, but seeing how I want to be accepted as a gay man, I can't have an interracial. I can't hate on interracial couples." True, because at this point, interracial couples is just as hated as gay couples. Like you can't if you want to be happy and have a happy gay marriage, you can't hate on a black woman dating a white man or vice versa. You can't hate on that because everybody at this point, love is love. Whoever you fall for, you usually fall for. You just gotta see that shit, KD.
Okay, but regardless of that, I still feel like there's still this level of racism still in the LGBT community. Because just because love is love, gay, gay, lesbian, or lesbian, dating white people is still dealing with white people, regardless if they're gay or not. And I've definitely seen some gay white people show their ass, or some trans white women show their ass. Because like I want to stand in solidarity with being trans, but like I said, they still won't act on Black Lives Matter or nothing like that. Just because you're a minority, that doesn't change just because you're white. You're still white regardless. You still have the identification of white, so you still have some sort of privilege in the world. And some people just don't want to acknowledge that they do have that privilege because they want to be oppressed so motherfucking badly.
Wade
That's just my
said,
opinion.
"I've known you 7 years, Charlie, and I just learned something new about you."
What is that?
I don't know. What did you know new about?
Wait,
What did you
what did you
learn
know
new about
about
him,
new
Wade?
about me?
It was Wayman. What you learn new, Wade? Okay.
Okay, and also, so
Okay,
the
Blake
reason
just said, Wade, what you learned?
okay, so I also got into this whole interracial topic because I had again watched Insecure because Insecure always gives me all of my life, all of my insight. When I want to talk about things. And the thing is, Molly had gone on her date with her Asian babe. They had gone to Hawaii together with his brother, so it's called his brother, and the wife was Asian. Now, here's what happened. They're in Mexico. She went to the place to get like a little towel, to pat off or whatever. And the person said she needed a key card in order to get a towel. And she's Mexican. She's white passing Latina girl. She's one of you. So she's like, I need your identification in order for you to get this towel. She's like, well, I'm clearly staying at the resort. I'm in the pool. So she's like, I still need to see your identification. Molly had said, well, the white couple in front of me didn't need to show you no identification. So, blah, blah, blah. Here comes Asian Bay's brother. He comes in, shows the identification. They go back to the pool to talk. Now, when they get back to the pool, she's upset, she's mad, she's explaining everything that happened. And her Asian Bay's brother is kind of like, do you think it was really racism, or do you think you're overreacting to the situation?
So,
Do you think you're overreacting to what happened? Maybe she's just doing her job, and you're just taking it overboard. How do you feel about that situation?
and how have you dating an Asian man? Have you been in situations where he may be treated different than you may have entering in that situation, or have you seen equality in that situation?
I mean, just because of the Rona, we haven't really been nowhere for me to, have to have my blackness questioned, or like my blackness, I have to defend my blackness. But I have had to, defend my blackness in certain situations that we talk about. Like he sometimes does not get social justice movements regarding black people and the police and things like this. So I have to, that person, I have to explain that to him. And sometimes he doesn't get it. So that does frustrate me because it's like
How do you
we're
deal
both
with that?
people of color.
But how do you deal with that? With that being your boyfriend, how do you deal with that trying to get him to see your way, or is it something that you try to deal with and kind of cope with? How do you come to terms with that?
I try to come to terms with it by, explaining the best I can and being, the person. Because, like, nobody else is going to educate you on black people and black lives and the shit we go through other than a black person. So you can see what you want on the media. Because, like I said, just because we're both people of color does not mean that some people stand in
We
solidarity
go
with
through the
black
same thing.
people.
Right.
Yeah, just because we're people of color does not mean we're going through the same things.
Mhm.
Because regardless, you're still seen as more white passing than I will ever be.
Right.
So you still get more privileges being Asian than
Period.
I get as black. And I have to explain that. And that's what kind of happens in the episode of Insecure. And she's like, you can pick and choose when you want to be a person of color because you're always going to have more privilege than me.
Mhm.
So, that kind of mess up.
Comments. Kingdom of Queen said this week on who I'm dealing with. I'm talking to a European American. This is new territory. I've been preoccupied with school, so I haven't been able to drive into that race related question. She also said all I know is her ex husband was black. Blasian said, Drea, another good watch is a show on Netflix called Hollywood. I watched
Yeah,
that.
we're starting it.
Watched it.
I'm like
watched
two
it.
episodes in.
But Kingdom of Queen said, but she's definitely not with the white people foolishness for sure.
As long as she's not with the white people foolish and you can see she's an ally, that's love. That's good. But sometimes you feel like you're gonna have to be that person to still explain shit to her regardless of how down she may be. You still need to go ahead and check her on certain things in case she starts to act up, girl.
Period.
Act up, you can get snatched up. Oh, look, I'm better.
Yes, and I keep motherfucking.
Like sometimes have you ever had to? So you never had to explain anything? Being a person of color to like white colleagues and your people who like support Trump or are in favor of certain things.
I
Like,
would say,
how do you handle that?
I would say, as a God-fearing individual, my church is made up of at least 30 to 45% of Trump supporters, and I feel as though I'm not gonna remove myself from a place of worship just because they believe something different than I do.
Amen.
I'm gonna respect what they believe. I don't have to agree. I can still be respectful and not agree with what they believe in. Because I've been in many heated debates with my fellow church people, church family,
Yes.
about our different beliefs. And I can still respect them and still say, you know what,
Me too.
that's how you believe, but it's not how Charles D. Martinez believes. And I can still be respectful. It's learning how to be respectful and, not necessarily agreeing with how other people see things, but standing true in what you believe and not compromising yourself.
Okay, I like that. You have anything to say or add on? Okay, I get what you're saying, but in my other opinion, when is time to cut off? Because I can't still be cordial with somebody who disagrees with my humanity as an LGBT person. Because you can disagree with a lot of things, but
I'm
I'm
not there for
LGBT.
them.
LGBT.
But I'm not there for them. When I go to church, so for me, they don't agree with my LGBT because I go to a very conservative church. But I'm the one that I'm not finna leave just
Sydney.
because you don't agree with me. I'm there to worship my God. I'm comfortable there because my God allows me to be there and be comfortable in the midst of. Sometimes you got to be in the midst of in order to cast out. So for me, I'm not leaving nowhere just because you don't agree with me. Maybe I'm put there so that I may teach you something
About me.
about me and how I'm a
That's
person.
Sydney Williams said Charlie is such an uncle. LOL. Hey, Graham.
You know it, baby. You know it,
Hey,
baby.
granddaughter. That's
Hey,
granddaughter.
yeah.
Hey, Grand. Asia said facts. Wade
Okay.
said preach, pastor.
Thank you, baby. I'm trying to be a pastor by 2022.
Okay?
Because I can only put up with so much stuff in friendships and relationships. Like some things, in friendships you can agree to disagree on, and y'all can still be good. But what is something that that you're not willing to, what's the word I'm looking for?
Compromise.
That you're not willing to compromise on? Like, can you still be friends with somebody who believes, like I said, believes in Trump, Make America Great Again,
I-
all
no.
that shit. Can you
But
feel me? But
okay,
you know,
but here's my
No.
thing.
can
Yes,
y'all just
I-
disagree to talk about
Yes,
politics?
No.
I mean, to
yes,
disagree.
I
We cannot
can.
disagree together.
Because
no.
here's my
So
thing.
with Charlie first. Let's go
Okay.
Charlie first.
I got friends on my Facebook page that support. I have Facebook friends that support Trump, but that doesn't mean I support them. That doesn't make them a bad person. My God says to love people regardless, and He will change the heart of those who are wicked. So for me, I know that their thoughts may be wicked, but it's not for me to change their hearts because I'm not that strong. I know my strength, and I'm strong, but I ain't that fucking strong.
I understand that, but I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to be friends with you. I don't have to talk to you. Your opinion is your opinion. We don't have to agree. We do not have to coexist
Yeah.
because our opinions are too different. It's too strong.
But
But what I'm not going to do is have somebody in my friend group that disagrees with everything I say.
But Jesus had people that was.
I
that
understand
disagreed
that.
with
I
him.
understand
And
that.
you know what? It is
I
not
ain't
for
Jesus.
them.
Jesus
But-
had,
but
okay,
you know what?
Jesus had powers that I can't
But
come
we
to right
should
now.
be more like Him. And
We should, and I
but my
understand
thing
that.
is, you know what? It's for Jesus to and God to infiltrate their heart and to change their ways. Not me. I'm supposed to.
But
stand
I'm not
fast
trying to.
in my ways.
I'm not trying to change
Don't
their heart.
compromise your ways just because they don't believe it.
I'm trying to evade them. Period.
I'm
trying to avoid them. Period. I don't
I'm
want to
trying
go towards
stand
them.
in my truth, and then hopefully my truth talks to them in ways that I couldn't even talk to them.
Amen. And I can stand in my truth, but I'm also not gonna stand in ignorance.
I ain't gonna sit there and
Okay.
Because
debate.
most of it is ignorant.
But it's what
Most
you
of them
choose.
don't want to
Okay,
learn.
but don't argue with somebody.
I'm not gonna argue.
Why
That's
you
why.
gotta be this
That's why I
loud?
choose not to have them in my presence.
They said they
Why
could
is y'all
hear.
That's
acting
what
like
they
this?
said they couldn't hear. I choose not to have them in my presence. Period. I'm not gonna argue with you because you disagree with me. And if you disagree with me, I don't have you in my presence because I know that's gonna be a problem every time I speak.
And I respect that. But
And if you're gonna argue with me every time I speak, then we don't need to be friends.
but
in the
we
same
don't
sense.
argue if I don't respond.
Can I jump in?
Yes, we got comments. Can
Sorry.
Can I go? Okay, after them. Oh,
Okay,
I know. I
good.
was gonna put my opinion. So, everybody that's ever disagreed with me on Facebook has been blocked. I like to only see positivity strolling down my timeline because I feel like if you're somebody who agrees with Trump, then you're somebody who doesn't have a great sense of humanity. Because if you can agree with, putting motherfuckers in cages, deporting people, building walls to keep people out, not
Hey,
not
Jabari.
accepting healthcare and all this shit, I can't be with you because those are beliefs.
But
Those
what
are
if
values
you-
and these are moral
You got
values
comments.
that you hold to yourself and then you hold to other people. We don't have the same values, therefore we can't share the same
But what if
space.
your words
Ah.
could change their value?
I can only argue with so many people so much for so long. Like I said, you can only argue with a racist so many times. You can only get called a nigger so many times
Okay.
before they're a lost cause. Because some people you can change their heart. Some people are a lost cause. Like when I argue with people about trans topics, if I'm arguing with you about something trans and you can't even respect my pronouns, then we can't even talk.
Amen.
If we're talking about blackness and you can't, acknowledge that there's systematic racism, then we can't talk. If you can't accept that there's white privilege, baby, then we
Period,
can't talk because you're
period.
too far gone into your
But that
rabbit
doesn't mean
hole
they can't
of your
listen.
own
But
thoughts.
that doesn't mean they can't
But
listen.
if you're listening,
They're
you're
not
not
talk.
listening. You're not
No,
listening.
you don't know that.
But you're
Just
not
'cause they
listening.
don't talk don't mean they don't listen.
I don't think they're listening because they don't change
You don't
their
know
ways.
that.
All right,
Comments.
check the comments. Get up in here a little bit.
Granddaughter said, period. I agree with Charlie. If you truly believe in something, then it shouldn't bother you or stop nothing that you're doing if the next person doesn't agree.
Thank you, baby.
Blazer said, yes, Charlie. Granddaughter said, tell me, Charlie, because my God.
Thank you, baby.
Wade said, blessed are they that keep his testimony
Yes!
and seek him with the heart.
Yes! Somebody
heart.
quote.
Jabari's laughing. Danny's laughing.
Okay.
Wade said, this is my verse of the day, and I feel like this fits the situation. Keenan McQueen said, thanks, Andrea.
Thank you, baby.
Jabari said, speak, sis. Danny said, yes, Dre, go off. And Jabari said, period. Back to the situation.
Okay, like I said, you can only agree with so much that I can see. Like me,
But that don't mean
me and my
that don't mean you gotta entertain.
too.
You ain't gotta entertain.
And that's
But
why
you know
everybody's
what?
blocked on
But
my
me
timeline.
speaking to you is
That's why
entertaining.
everybody's blocked.
Me speaking to you is entertaining.
But who says I gotta speak to you? My words, regardless of what I speak to or not, you gonna see it regardless.
But why would you want that type of negativity on your timeline?
Ain't nobody finna be negative towards me because I'm finna
Just
tell
like how
you.
you make your fuck Trump posts and you see everybody like, why would you want those type of people? Or
But
because
do
they
you
hold
see-
certain values
But
about
do you
themselves.
see what I be saying though? What I be saying is that's your prerogative. I'm
Hey,
still gonna speak.
Desi.
Like,
See, sister Lord.
hey, Miss Desi, I miss you. With
We
your
got
beautiful
comments
self.
if y'all want to hear them.
Yes.
Kingdom of Queens said, I learned it's not my job to educate anyone. However,
Yeah.
I will let someone know my truth and leave it there. Other than that, block, delete, delete. Desi
Block,
says,
delete, delete.
if you can't have a difference in opinion, then I can't talk to others. We can exchange ideas, but most Trump supporters don't want to exchange thoughts. They only want to spam, spew, boom, hate speech. I ain't with it. And Blazer said, Desi, I agree. Most Trump supporters don't even know why they support him.
I
Y'all
would
know.
agree. You know what? And here's the thing. All of my comments that say fuck Trump or say some sort of tic tac that be having Trump in it, they may be giving me a grouchy face on a reaction, but they don't comment shit. But see, because they know their place.
This ain't the place.
They know their place. So you can sit here and react.
This is
That's
Tati's.
Because I've definitely blocked plenty of people on my timeline because I can only argue with you for so long. So every time I comment, post something, because you know I'm pro LGBT, I'm pro sex work, I'm pro black, I'm pro all this shit. So when I post a lot of that stuff and people will argue with me and they're like, oh, well, I don't agree with this. I'm like, baby, this wasn't for you to disagree with. This is my opinion. This is on my page. It's fact.
There's no argument.
Oh, there's no arguing with me.
Okay, period.
We're not arguing over humanity of black people. We're not arguing over the humanity of LGBT people. We're not doing that over here.
Because you don't get my struggle. Most people that want to struggle are not part of the LGBT community. They want to argue. They're not part of the black community, so they want to argue.
Therefore, you don't get an opinion.
You don't get an opinion. You don't get a say so. You don't get to say what you feel because it does not pertain to you. Period.
My humanity as an LGBT person is not an opinion. It is not something up for debate. Bitch, I am trans and I am here. You're not gonna sit up here and tell me that you disagree with being trans because that is who I am and that is me as a person. You can't disagree with me as a person. You can't disagree with my humanity as that person. Therefore, fuck you. Get off my live and you're blocked and you're deleted.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I'm
Wade
getting passionate,
said,
baby.
I don't like it, but I understand why white men like Trump. It's an image of what they want to be. Desi said, and to be honest, Drea, it is even next. Is it even necessary for them to comment? No. Asia Brown said, fuck it up though. Look at my sage. Desi said they keep scrolling. And then Blazer said, true way, that's what they striving to be. That's not a black man's dream. Our fight is not theirs. But most of them want to be black. When it comes to white women, a lot of them are taking our culture and want to redo it as, you know, black culture. So we can't even have our own shit nowadays. The braids that we're getting, the you know, everything, the waves, the do-rags, it's all getting put into a different culture, and y'all so much hate our culture, but want to culture what is it?
They know that they love black culture, but they hate black people.
Boom.
No,
Tati, Asia heard you say I love you, Tot. Cultural gentrification.
Come on, give us
So
words.
here's my thing.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Here's my thing. So as a child who was fostered by a black family.
Yes.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
My white family didn't even care about me. My black family, Kelly. What Miss Kelly taught me is that love hath no boundary. So if you don't understand that, that's not my problem. Because what my mother told me, the one that was there for me from the Rudy to the Tootie, told me is that love hath no boundaries and love is unconditional. I may not like your behaviors, but I love you as a person. So regardless, I may not like your behaviors, what you're doing, how you're doing your life, but I'm gonna love you as a person. And that's the one thing I can say I never knew how to love until I met.
Like Lil Wayne.
No love, know how to love. How to love. But you know, but like I said, you know, at the end of the day, I guess I have a different perspective of things.
You do, because you came from being raised by a certain way, so you know, like, what certain people, you may not know exactly, but you can sympathize with.
Empathize.
You can empathize with the struggle. Although you may not be able to completely get it, but you can empathize with it because, like, you know, you've been around black people, you were raised by black people, so you see their struggle. Therefore, you can sympathize. And that's why I love you, Charlie. Because Charlie is all for everybody. Charlie is love and pure and all that shit. And that's why we keep him around. He is positivity. He is spirituality. He is all of that. He gives all of
And
that.
then some,
Okay,
okay?
then
Get
we
you a
gotta
friend
keep
like
us to
Charlie.
get balance. Get you a Charlie.
Comments. We have Asia said, look at my Sag on fire. Desi said they keep scrolling. Deja said, or Asia said, period. Danny said, true way. That's why they're thriving to be. That's not a black man's dream. Our fight is not theirs. Asia said, I love you, Todd. Wade said, but when I see a black man or woman support him, I really question why.
Same here.
Asia said facts. Danny said 100. Asia said yes. And Danny
Charlie
said
for
Charlie
president.
for president.
Charlie,
Oh,
Charlie
thank
Martinez for first president. But honestly, when I see
What's the next topic?
black people or people of color supporting stuff like that, I'm like, baby, you are a lost cause. You are truly in coon town.
Wade said Charlie didn't earn his black card a long time ago.
He always invited to the cookout.
Always.
Because he on the
Okay.
grill. I might have the season, but he on the grill.
But it's okay. I'm on alcohol duty either, you know.
Bitch, I'm on alcohol duty too. Don't do that. I'm on alcohol duty and seasoning. If you ain't coughing on the food, then it ain't good. If I ain't coughing up and getting high cholesterol on that grilled food, it ain't good. You
Wade
need a
just
little
found
bit
out
more.
today that Charlie is in black. Wait. It's all right. She in my room if you want to talk to her with the light out. Here, give me some more.
Okay.
What's the next topic? Next case. Sorry, Zoe. This shit.
Okay.
I may not be black, but I'm blessed.
You're not black, but you're blessed.
Bro is certified. Yes, he is certified. Period. Can't nobody take Charlie Black card at this point.
Okay. Okay. But do you feel like we as a people of color have, invited too many people to the cookout? That we are too, receptive of people, white folks are trying to come into our culture. Because, black people, we're always, oh, yeah, you can join. Oh, yeah, you go ahead, come to the cookout. Oh, come to the house party. We always welcome people with open arms. We always do that type of shit. We welcome into the fraternities and sororities. We welcome into the NAACP. We do all that type of shit when we're not accepting the same thing. So do you feel like black people or people of color are too accepting?
But the people that you're accepting are the people that are accepting of you. So therefore, at the end of the day, it's kind of null and void because those people that you're accepting are also those that are reciprocating that acceptance of you.
Taylor?
There's a different category.
That's a different category.
That's true.
Because here's the thing. As a Hispanic Caucasian individual, you both have been my friends for close to 10 years.
Yes.
And we have all seen each other grow and flourish. Mm-hmm. And I don't look at y'all any different because of
I'm
what?
trying to speak up.
Because at the end, if I were to cut you, you would be red, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'd be red,
We
right?
all
if I
bleed
cut
red.
You. Exactly.
We all bleed pink because of that agreement.
Hello. A little bit of alcohol.
Danny
But,
said all company isn't good company. Period.
That is true because you need to check the people that you keep around you. You always got to check the people that you keep around you. Dudley is up in this little blanket.
What's the next topic? What you got? What else you got? Versus.
So is everybody good on what we were talking about on the interracial shit? Is everybody good on interracials and what I had discussed about that?
Any more topics? Adrian said yeet.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before we.
Can I ask a question?
Okay, go
Yes.
ahead, Charlie. Ask a question.
How do you feel?
I'm trying to ask it to the camera.
How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel black people may deal with emotions and situations differently than that of their Caucasian brothers or sisters? Do you feel that there is a difference in dealing with emotions
Definitely.
related to relations?
Because with black people,
Related to what?
Related to relations, related to your color.
I
But
feel
that's because
like,
white people aren't a color, so they don't have to do it.
exactly.
How do you know they're not a color?
But I feel because white ain't
They're
color.
blank.
Not all people.
They're
are
bland.
But
bland.
here's the thing with black people, as black men, we're taught to not deal with feelings and emotions. We're taught to stay hard, stay strong for your family. White people, from what I know, are known to let their emotions out. You know, deal with your emotions, get a therapist, talk about what your feelings, all that. So with the different races, with black people, you're thought to keep everything in, keep everything bottled up, don't deal with it. White people, you're letting everything out, so you're happy, you're dealing with your emotions. But with black people, you're still dealing with people shit from your past
But is that
because
healthy?
no, not at all. But when you're dealing with shit from your past because you've been taught for so long not to deal with shit, it's harder to come to, and it's harder to express your feelings. For with white people, like I said, not really discriminating white people, but with white people, they're taught to go see a therapist, go talk your feelings out, talk with your family, sit down, have an intervention type shit.
But are
Right.
they? But are they? Because here.
I think they are.
Because here-
There's more therapist shows about white people than there are about black people. I'll
But
tell you
here,
that.
but here,
That's just a mental
but-
health struggle in the black community. In
But
general.
here's the thing: as a therapist, a lot of Caucasian people are sick, are looking at. We're supposed to keep this image up, so we can't talk about our problems.
Major difference. Desi said black people are more passionate about everything. Very true. Because we have a reason to be more passionate about everything because we don't get the shit that's owed to us. We don't get the shit that we're supposed to get. We don't get shit that we're like rights that are owed to us. Shit like that happened in the news with the dude that got killed. Like we don't
But
get.
neither did Jesus. Neither
He
did
didn't,
Jesus.
but we don't
But
have Jesus'
he
power.
still got blessed. So black people are still blessed,
They are
regardless.
because
if
we're
they
still
get
here.
what there's, if they get the recognition that's due to them, because at the end of the day, I feel like Jesus, at the end of the day, didn't get the recognition that he was due. And so a lot of white people think that Jesus is white.
Jesus was black because only white people would have treated a person of color that way. White people wouldn't treat another white person like that.
Thank you.
They ain't never have in history. They ain't never dragged a white person like that. So Jesus had to be somebody of color. Jesus had to be.
I would agree.
There's a different struggle, definitely.
Okay, and have you heard of eugenics? Eugenics is basically things passed down through generations. They're saying that black people, a part of this eugenics, we pass down pain. We pass down hurt. We pass down trauma. From years and years of being enslaved and shit like that.
How do you
Everything we've
not
gone
pass
through,
that
Black
down?
people pass that down through their genetics.
But how do you not pass
That's
that down?
eugenics. That's
So
eugenics.
how was the black people
So
ever
like
heal?
white people can't expect us to get over certain
But
shit.
how
Like
will they ever? Not as I get over. How do you ever heal?
You don't from years and years and years and years and years and
we
years
can't
of that
heal
shit.
until we're starting to be equal.
And exactly until we're
And
equal,
so we're
you
starting
can't
to
heal.
because
I
as
would
you see,
agree.
as you can see through all our stimulus checks that we're getting, black people could have been got reparations. You
Period.
could have been sent out reparations for black people.
But here's
With
my
all this
thing.
stimulus checks for every American, you could have sent that shit out for black people.
True.
You definitely could have
True.
done that.
True.
So for the government to try to say that we don't get it, yeah, over there in Germany and all that, the Jews got theirs. We know the Native Americans, they got whatever check they got their reservations, whatever they were done wrong. All that they should still get more. In my opinion, Indians should still get more. But black people, we have never gotten anything. White people have to like we should just take what we're given and be happy with what we got and don't complain.
Comments. Kingdom of Queens said, "Okay, I have a theory, kinda. Talking to someone of the opposite race as a black person is less pressure, basically for all the reasons you all started." Desi said, and Jesus also knew his higher purpose. Sorry to say it, but black people are missing that. We constantly are told we are too dark, too light, not pretty enough, not talented enough, not smart enough.
Ooh,
But
facts.
but what God said is, so you rest on the promises of God. God says you're more than enough. You're well able. It doesn't matter what they think of you. It's what you think of yourself. And what my God says is that no matter who you are, what color you are, where you came from, what creed, you are worth more than what you ever could even imagine.
Oh, what did she just say? What did she just say? Because I thought she
Kingdom of
said.
Queens said, "I feel as people of color, we are at times not only dating someone, but we are mothering them, being mothered, learning and unlearning." True.
Oh, girl, I feel that.
Because when you
Black
date outside
women.
your race, yes.
Black women, but I feel like
it.
that's black women just in dating inside of our race in general. Because I may be black trans woman, but I'm still a black woman.
Okay.
But in general, the people that I have, dated or talked to or just had in my company, I'm always having to educate. I'm always having to be someone's therapist. I'm always having to be someone's help looked out to be commented on. Like when motherfuckers would never pick up the phone for me, they could easily come over and talk out their problems with me or lay in my lap and just talking shit like that. But I was never afforded the same grace. Because black people are always, especially black women, are always trying to mother everyone else. We mother our sons, we mother our boyfriends, we mother everyone around us. So it's like we're always trying to be someone's mother. We're never seen as, just being who we are as black women. Y'all don't know how to deal with that, but girl, as a black children, but I feel it. I feel it. I feel the burden. Because people can always sit up here and talk about, oh, you're not a what, blah, blah, blah. Baby, I feel shit. I feel the same shit you go through with these niggas, with people in society in general, baby. I go through it.
It's the same struggle. Like your struggle is no different than her struggle. Like her struggle may be even worse than a black woman's struggle, but y'all don't understand it because y'all so focused on the trans part.
Facts.
Y'all don't understand.
Okay. Any more?
Well,
I feel like we got some more shit.
Um, Danny said that's very true, Queen. Wade said the fact that people think like Karen is racist is all that held high. If not, we're just lost. Oh, that was Desi. Sorry, Desi. And then
Hold on,
Wade.
come on. What do I say again?
Wade.
People think Karen is racist.
No, this is Desi. But
I'm
black
talking
people have to know that we have to know we are all worth more than we can ever imagine. When you do, you can walk with head held high. If not, we are just lost.
Facts.
So basically, learn your culture and walk with your head held high. Be woke and understand what the fuck is going on instead of being lost in this shit. Wade
Come on,
said,
Desi.
also though, as long as we as black people continue to fight other ourselves, our attention will never be towards the goal of getting what we are owed. Very
Come on,
true.
women, preach.
Stop fighting within the light skinned and dark skinned community. Another comment.
It's always light skin, dark skin, gay or straight, fat or skinny, natural or relaxed. It's always something that's never unified.
And Danny agreed. Way right. Yes, they are mad. Mexicans Maria and Chinese people lean lean.
Oh, bitch.
Girl.
But wait a minute, what you had said? What you?
Women has said.
What the whole motherfucking Karen thing? You know what? That is the nicest way we could have pitched it because white people constantly call us porch monkey, apes, all different types of shit. The N word. Black people have all we're giving you is Karen. You think that's racist? You think that's it? Even us calling you Karen is being subtle. We should be dragging y'all for filth. But we're not because we're always keeping our heads held high. We're always being the better person. We're always turning the other cheek. Because if Karen, trust me, Karen is not the only thing we can call you. We just choose it because we're better people. Because all the shit that white people say about us and call us girl, don't you dare try to sit up here and say that Karen is the most racist thing. Girl, I will read them for Phil.
Kingdom of Queens said, and that's the main reason I wouldn't want to bring up racial topics. Aside discussing my school topics, I don't want to lose this simpler means of expressing myself. I don't want to antagonize basically. And that's
I feel that.
Andrea.
Because I feel that, because girl, honestly, I feel like with my man, I can't really bring up racial things because we get into it because of the fact that there's certain things that he does not get because of the fact that I am black and he's Asian, so he does not experience that. And so sometimes when it comes to race-related topics, I'm like, look, don't bring it up. We're not gonna talk about this because, like I said, you're gonna make me mad, and girl. When I like to go off, I like to go off, and I try to keep my composure. So I'm always nice when I'm when I'm talking with him about race-related topics, because I don't want to cuss you out like you're somebody on the internet. But girl, we just gotta woosah. We gather ourselves and try to educate. But sometimes you're just tired of educating. You're tired of explaining the struggle. You're tired of explaining that shit. So girl, sometimes it's just best to just keep the mouth shut.
Especially for niggas that don't deserve it. If they not worth it, if they not there for a long time period, if they're not there for a lifespan, like they don't deserve an explanation. They don't deserve to be taught. They don't deserve to be. I like to say learned. They don't deserve to be none of that. Like you're. You don't deserve to be none of that. If yeah, sound like it. But
Any questions?
Wade said, think about life. Think about like this Hispanic build business and employ their family and friends and spread the wealth. Same with Asian. Unfortunately, we as black people don't have the mindset in quite a few cases.
That is definitely true. We really do not have that same mindset to be together and, buy black businesses. We try to do, buy black, buy black. We see it happen a long time ago. I think it was like Tulsa, Oklahoma or something like that. And all that shit got burned down back in the day, called Black Wall Street. But nowadays, we really need to do that. We need to try and buy black or get black businesses started in our black neighborhoods. But it's hard because we don't get loans like that. We don't get the same opportunity as these other people. We're denied loans. We're denied the business. We're denied the interview. So it's so hard to sit up here and try and, engage and exchange in the black community when we're not giving the opportunity to do that.
But we're also deeply separated within our own community with lights and blacks. You don't want to go into business with this person because you've heard this person this about this person. Like between our own community, we're still all black, we're still all colored, regardless on how y'all look at it. Other people outside our race still look at us as black, and the constant separation between our colors and skin tones is what's really killing us. Nobody wants to really invest with another black man because they have that worldly image of a black man not succeeding. So if y'all all band together and actually put your money together and actually go towards something that is important, like white people and Asians and different cultures do, they stick together. We could build some shit, but y'all so worried about gangs and Bloods and Crips and light skin and dark skin, like
All that shit.
within our own community, knowing that other people outside the community is fighting us even worse, and we're beating ourselves. We're tiring ourselves out for them because we're fighting in our own community. Nobody wants to stick together and grow a whole black owned business, strip or a whole black owned business company, because everybody is so divided within the blacks and dark, the light skins and darks. Nobody knows what
And
to
no
do.
tea, no shade. Some black people really need to learn customer service. Like a lot of people just can't give customer service like they should. Like, please don't go into just because you're black and you have a great product, don't put it out just because of the fact you don't have good customer service. So you really have to have great customer service in order to deal with people and deal with business. Because black people, we see a black person. We'll go through their business, and if they're not giving great customer service, we're like, damn, well, I'm not gonna come back here because you sat up
Well,
here and okay, I see quotes, we're gonna get quotes.
that's it. And I commended you for that, as in being open to have that conversation with your boyfriend. I am not even close to being there. LOL, I can't date. One second, y'all. Some shit spilled on my laptop. Hold on. I'm going back to the comments. Hold on.
Gotta get back to the comments. You're not feeling
One
all
second. Some liquor
what we're
spilled.
gonna
All right, we back. Desi, we're gonna start over. And
okay.
I commended you for that, as in being open to have that conversation. Stop commenting, y'all. With your boyfriend, I am not even close to being there. LOL, I can't date outside my race because I can't explain to you the obvious black struggle. True.
Oh, well, what did she say?
Basically, she said she can't date outside her race because she has yet to come to herself to explain her black struggle to another race.
And that's fucking hard, girl. Well, can I respond to one question?
Okay,
at a
go
time?
ahead, girl.
Girl, that Miss Dassy, I feel you because I thought I could never do it, but I mean, it is hard in order, try to explain that black struggle to somebody who's not black.
To the black struggle.
To the black struggle. But thing is, as black people and black women, it's even hard to get our own men to, sort of relate to our struggle because they try to be like, oh, well, we're both black, so, blah, blah, blah. I'm a black man, so I go through so much. And like, girl, we're black women. We go through just as much, or did you not realize? Because we're still
Even
getting
more.
shot down the same as you. But thing is, we have to face misogyny from you, racism from them. It's like, girl, we get hit with Go ahead.
Give me 1 second. Okay. Kingdom of Queens said people need to acknowledge Tulsa, Oklahoma. We love forgetting all the many ways black people have or tried to advance in this systematic structure.
Mhm.
Danny said, or Blazier said, that's true way. We don't build our communities up. The same shirt our best friend is selling for $20, we will pay H&M $30 because we don't think we should have to pay our friends. Wade said,
Thank you. Pay your fucking friends for their service. Don't ask your friends for a discount because you're not asking H&M for a discount. Pay your friends what they're worth. If you know you have a friend in the photography business, pay her what she needs to be paid. Stop asking for
for
favors
discounts.
and discounts. Like, baby, we're in a business just like you. What you don't need to do is come here asking for discounts, asking for favors just because you're black. No, support me because I'm black. Support my business because I'm black. Don't ask for discounts because we're black. For sister, hey, you think you can give me a discount? No, brother, I don't think I can. I'm a business just like they're a business down there, and you're willing to give your money to them, but you're not willing to give all of your money to me because you think you deserve a special handout. No, baby, you need to go ahead and pay up that money like you're paying to the white business, the Arabian business, and the motherfucking Asian business like that.
Period.
Sorry, y'all.
Then I
I'm
said,
drunk and
okay.
passionate.
Wade said we need to break these generational curses and stop this cycle of oppression. We as a people have been struggling for a long time.
It's
Danny
been
said,
a
okay,
long.
they need customer service. Wade said Danny is preaching, and Dexter said facts, just facts. Period. Like, support your businesses. I have my own black businesses, my own black business. Don't come to me asking for discounts. Yes, I know you. Yes, we might have been friends, acquaintances, because I don't have many friends. But
You
acquaintances,
really
period.
don't.
Don't come and ask me for a discount. Like, I'm doing this shit obviously to support myself. So don't come asking for a discount and you can if you can get money off type shit. Cause no, you don't. Like I said, you don't ask McDonald's for a $5 discount. You don't ask these other places. Don't come to me because I'm starting my own business and
Don't
I'm
do
a
it.
black person. You feel like that you can manipulate me,
Manipulative.
manipulate me.
You're not finna manipulate me.
Period. Just respect me for my business. As far as time as well. When I close at 7, I close at 7. A lot of people don't understand that. You want to text me at 7:02.
No, 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 no.
Ain't no
Like
7:02.
you knew the time way before you even
And
ordered.
I open at 2 o'clock p.m. Don't text me at 1:58. You won't get your order in.
Not at
Respect my
all.
business because any other business, you're not going to do that to them.
Not at
Respect me and
all.
where I'm coming from. Period.
Anything else?
That's the last said facts, just facts.
Facts, just facts. Okay,
I'm
great.
drunk.
Baby, when I tell you we drunk and we are lit off this margarita, baby, I'm not really drunk, because, baby, it takes a lot for
Fuck
me
that
to get
margarita.
drunk.
I'm lit off this here Douce.
He been
Okay, fuck
drinking
the
the
margarita.
Douce, getting loose. Trying
Lucy.
to get somebody these kuching.
Okay. Shut up, bitch.
I cannot take him. He's so much. Charlie had to exit the conversation.
Wade
He
said
said it's too
I
black
need
men.
my coin just like everybody else need it. Okay?
No, the fuck it wasn't.
Pay me my money. Everybody else in the line done went, down for the count.
Mm-hmm. We always the only two standing. Everybody always wants to be part of the live, but can't nobody stand 10 toes down.
Can't nobody have to drink live. Period.
Okay. Whatever, Charlie. Anything else? What this over there? Somebody said something.
Wade said I need my coin just like everybody. Wade said I love y'all. These lives be hilarious. I'm
Thank
glad that
you.
you come and you experience them because I miss you, Wade. And
Okay, we miss y'all. We're gonna have to be a part of the Way We're podcast one more time. We're gonna have to jump in there and do the thing again. Cause I really want you on my next live way. Cause we talked about it the first time, but I didn't get around to doing it because I forgot my shit. But next time, you need to be part of the next Mandovi live. Cause you be talking some shit and I fucks with it. You and Miss Shanice.
Shanice, I love you, Shanice. That's my baby. Oh, ha! Shut up. Did you hear it?
Okay.
Which baby?
Is there anything on that topic you want to talk about? Because, girl,
That's about all.
I was gonna. That's about all I had for,
About it.
for that. We done talked about 3 topics in one.
Shanice
One
said
went to
love
the black
y'all.
plight and black struggle, baby. Cause sometimes you gotta give that. Sometimes you gotta give it. Let people know, get some shit off your chest. Some shit you just can't type into Facebook, and cause they gonna try to read you down. Cause you done got your coworkers on there, you done got your grandma, your uncles. You can't do that. Cause they gonna jump in and, baby, are you all right? Well, if you was going to church, auntie, it's not that time. It's not that time. I'll block you.
Okay.
I blocked family before. I will block
Desi
family.
said, or Danny said, this was good. This was a good live. I love it here. And Desi said, Kay invited me on Snapchat. I'm glad I tried it. I'm glad you tried it too, Desi.
Cause Desi don't never want to come when I just be posting. I'm going live.
Love you, Desi.
Desi don't never just want to post
Blaze,
when
you
I go
too. You know you
live.
my Gemini. I love you too. I'm glad y'all all tuned in.
Okay. Oh shit, she said. Anything else?
No. Does anybody have any more comments? Like, are y'all any
Or
more questions that y'all
make sure
have?
y'all thumbs up and like this live. Make
Subscribe,
sure y'all click
all of that.
up and like it. I like to get likes on my stuff. So everybody stop what you're doing and thumbs up this good old live.
Desi said, shit, I be sleep on y'all. I'm woken now. Yes, every
You
Tuesday
will
at 10 o'clock.
Between 10 and 10:30.
Okay, we usually have a drink. And we usually just talking shit, really.
Okay, because right now we had margaritas are a little melted. But, it's still tequila and some margarita, but
It's
so it's
still
still
liquor.
good.
Boom.
We'll be talking about a good topic every week, so, we like to get up here and talk shit. Have a nice little drink. I missed out last week, but, I try to keep them consistent. I try to keep them cute. And I think I might stick with this angle, because this angle is really cute on my live. Because as you see, the curtains match the pillows. They'll match
Courtesy of
my
me.
black lace.
Courtesy of me.
I picked it out.
But I could set her up a whole new, background if she let me. But she keep taking, you know.
Anything else? Wait.
Well, I think I miss ghosting too.
Oh, girl,
Wait,
well.
I think I miss ghosting too. Did I miss ghosting? Okay, Wade and Desi basically said they missed the ghosting.
Yeah, y'all missed the ghosting conversation.
Y'all did.
But if you ever want to watch this, it'll play back after we
It
end the
will.
live, and you can go ahead and watch like the ghosting part of it. So when this ends, just go back and watch it if you want to. I urge you to because it was really good conversation.
It was. It was.
Although there was still technical difficulties, but you should still go back and look at the whole ghosting aspect of it.
Desi said, I think we came late to the party. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You might have came on like that second topic, but ghosting was the first.
Okay, quick question. I know I'm late to it, but how do y'all feel about Mr. Boosie Badass? How do y'all feel about what he did?
Kenny McQueen said, y'all are so refreshing, thank you. And he's done a lot of shit. So, which one are you talking about? Which incident?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure y'all heard about Boosie. So, when I had looked on the internet, on Beyonce and Blue Ivy's internet, I had seen that Boosie had got on live and was talking about how the fact that he had ensured that his nephews and that his sons were not going to be gay and that they liked women through hiring grown women to perform sexual acts on these children. But you know how he has so much to say about Dwayne Wade supporting Miss Zaya and all that mess. But he got so much to say about that. Yet he's over here subjecting his sons to trauma through hiring grown ass women to sexually assault his kids. And through my timeline on Facebook, there are a lot of people who fucking agree with what Boosie did. I was like, well, I would rather be in Boosie's household or my child be in Boosie's household than be in Dwayne Wade's. I was like, damn. So many of y'all agree with pedophilia or the fact that so many of y'all think that, your coming of age as a man was sexual trauma. And a lot of y'all have dealt with sexual trauma as becoming grown men. Because a lot of y'all experiences with older women, and time shows again that y'all got issues that y'all need to work out if you think that shit is normal.
Okay, well, Blazer said, or what Wade said trifling. Blazer said Boosie has been canceled. Desi said thumbs down. He just got canceled for me. Unacceptable and disgusting. Shandy said exactly that, sexual abuse. This man is crazy. Then he said we don't support pedophilia. Wade said Boosie, Doja Cat, throw them both away. Might still dump while dump.
Bump.
Oh, bump, wipe me down.
Okay.
I do like wipe me down,
okay.
but
I didn't know that was Boosie.
he's just too nosy be into other people's family functions. Like you got so much going on in your family function, your kids. Like worry about that. Me, Dwayne is that Dwayne Wade? Dwayne Wade and his family, the way they're handling Zaria,
Zion.
Zaya is perfect. Like let your kid live their life. Do support them regardless of whatever. Like that's all it is. That's all it's about. Support, support, support. And everybody talking about Dwayne Wade for dyeing his hair red. Like he's just in support of his child. Like
I feel
he
like
has custody of his children. Most of you niggas don't. He spends every day with his children. Most of you niggas don't. Like he's still in love with his one of his baby mamas. Most of you niggas aren't. Like y'all haven't even tried to think about being like. He's doing so many right things in the black community for black families and LGBTQ communities. Like a lot of people don't understand that. Everybody want to focus on the little boy turned into a little girl. Like y'all not in the family every day. Y'all know how she's feeling. Y'all don't know what she's up against. Like
thank you.
it's just a lot of different comments, and y'all are outside the family. Boosie, y'all are outside the family, and I don't agree with Boosie one bit. Like you buying strippers and prostitutes for your 13. Like at some point, it's prostitution.
One is
Paying for
prostitution, and two, it's like
pedophilia.
It's yes.
Like you're
hiring a grown adult person.
underage boys to fuck these girls. Like you're.
This nigga is so obsessed with
What's
dick.
more problematic?
I don't know what's wrong with him. He's
What's
always
more
obsessed with
problematic?
dick. He's obsessed with Zaya, Miss Little Zaya, getting a sex change operation, talking about don't cut off her dick, man. Don't do that. Why are you so obsessed with dick, dude? Why are you so obsessed with your son's dicks, your nephew's dicks? Nigga, did you get touched in jail? Because you are just so obsessed about dick. That's the last thing you've been talking about for the past 2 motherfucking years is dick. Nigga, do you miss dick? If you miss dick so much, download Grinder. It is there for you. You can get that same touch you had in prison.
Okay. Or
Sorry.
Jack. The
Or
fuck?
Jack, download Grinder, Jack, Adam for Adam, BGC.
That's my whole thing.
Scrub.
Like, Boosie. I was about to say Duce, but Boosie, he's just way too involved in other people's like family matters. It has nothing to do with you. Figure out what you're gonna do with your 13 kids and
Thank you.
make sure your daughters
now
are
with
not
none of your
having
baby
kids,
mamas.
and you feel me. Make sure your kids are cool before you come from Dwayne Wade's kids.
Because he would never sit there and say anything like he said about his sons, hiring to make sure his sons are are straight, about his daughter. He would not hire no grown ass man to sit up here and try to fuck her to see if she's really straight.
That was
The best
Thank
motherfucking
you.
T.I. probably wouldn't know. Well, never mind, because he's over here checking for hymens. I don't know what is y'all obsessions with kids and their genitalia and their sex lives and all that shit and their sexuality. But these motherfuckers really need to stop. It's like, what the fuck y'all have going for yourselves? Where you're worried about children's genitalia and children's sexuality. Y'all just need to go ahead and read the comments.
She Blasian just said, I still feel like I got a pistol whipped in niggas for 40 minutes straight. You don't gotta yell that. It's just a lot of shit that he does not need to bother with. Like you said, he needs to be worried about his children. You wouldn't like your girls. Maybe your girl's 13. Maybe think about going to lesbian career. You're not gonna hire a nigga to come fuck your girl, your daughter, to make sure she's straight. Like, don't have the same feeling. Like, you're not gonna do that for your kid.
And it's too often, because I see this too often in the black community. I'm going to talk about the black community, because I'm black, we black, so we're going to talk about that. Where too many boys' first time having sex is through a grown-ass woman. I remember my brother, my older brother, not him, but my oldest brother.
Charlie, you saying that?
He was like 13, 15 or something like that. He had sex with like a 18, 19-year-old as his first experience. And he thought that shit is normal. It's like, you should not need a grownish woman and a more adult woman to have sex with you in order for you to feel like a man. And too many men think that's fucking normal. And they end up traumatized, end up emotionally stunted when it comes to dating, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to women. And they only use women as fucking sex objects because the fact they were traumatized as kids. They don't fucking get the shit that they don't understand that it was trauma that they went through as a child through dealing with older women, dealing with grown ass women. They don't fucking get that. Like I said, it's too fucking normalized in our society for little boys to never have sex with grown ass women when y'all would never do the same for a little girl. So y'all need to treat them equally and don't subject them to trauma and pedophilia. Because all y'all motherfuckers need to go to jail. Electric chair for all the motherfucking hoes. Okay, speak K. Say that Kaylin. Damn, I'm gonna go fast forward through Boosie part. Okay, fast forward through the Boosie. Da, 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 da. Well, I mean, I still gotta yell. Pistol. Okay, he's on it. At the end of the day, I think to a certain extent, parents need to stay out of their kind of sex in the first place. Thank you, Shanice. Parents really need to stay out their children's sex lives. Make sure your children are equipped with the sexual knowledge of if you do this and you do this, you can make a baby. If you do this and you do this unprotected, you can have a baby or you can have an STD. Y'all need to equip your children with like actual, sexual
Life
education
preventions.
and preventions with condoms and
What you read,
protections and
Shanny?
shit like that.
They said statutory rape.
Thank you,
At the
statutory
end of the
rape.
day, I think a certain. Did you already read that? Certain excerpt parent needs to stay out of their kids'
Mhm.
sex lives in the first place. Way said, Dre, you better talk. They're in the background cutting up. We was sorry.
They wasn't in the background kind of being there
Kingdom of
loud as
Queens
hell.
said, I definitely want to know who this woman is. She needs to be addressed, and I hope she doesn't have kids. But I want to address Shanny. At the end of the day, I think a certain extent parent, okay, they don't need to know the sex lives. I don't, as a gay man, bisexual man, whatever you want to call me, I don't believe my sex life and my whatever's going on in my personal life needs to be addressed with my mom. Like she never addressed to me who she was sleeping with, and I don't want to know who she's sleeping with. Which means you don't need to know who I'm sleeping with, whether it's a man or a female. You don't need to know my sexual life and my personal life that deep. Yes, we have this connection, but the connection stops somewhere to where we're not exchanging words about what's going on in our sexual life. Which I don't want to know that, and I know my mom would don't want to know that about me. So we've
Exactly.
always had that distance to where she never asked me about my sexual life. I never asked her about her sexual life. Period. And that's how a parent child situation should be. I don't want my parent
Exactly.
asking me about who I've been fucking. Period.
But there should still be that line of communication in order for you to know what's going on in their lives and you still receptive to hear what's going on. So the fact that they can ask you questions about sex and things like that without you judging them.
Kings of Queens said I definitely want to know who this will. Okay, never mind. I always bring up the double standard and sexism surrounding this topic. Any one man woman can be a predator. What he said, K we matching black
Exactly,
so
girl.
like alive old times. Okay, come on, talents. And then he said my sex life doesn't define me. My mother never needs to know. Exactly. Kingdom of Queen said, brother, looks like my crush just became a family affair. I'm just saying, you
Wow.
don't need everybody does not need to
Wow.
know
I
your
thought we was
business.
like these.
Like period. Everybody does not need to know your sexual business.
Right. I don't think my
And I'm gonna
father's
spark
ever
myself
asked
for
me
the
about
way.
my sex life. And I'm glad he didn't. But I remember I was able to have the open communication with him about having, because at one time when I was in middle school, I thought about having sex. But my dad was going to supply me with condoms. But would he have supplied my little sister with condoms? Of course, back then I was a little boy instead of a girl.
But
So
did he
he was
supply the
willing to supply.
information behind condoms? He just gave you condoms to say use like he never gave you a backstory on them.
He
Like
never
he
gave me the
just
sex talk.
gave you condoms
He
and
just
was
said
just
you
like
need to
go
be
for it.
safe.
Like the
And I
fuck
was
is
literally in
that?
eighth grade. I was probably like 13 at the time. But I was thought about having sex, and he just said I just need to make sure that you're safe. I mean, it was nice but like as a 13-year-old, you probably should have prevented me from having sex that early. Although I didn't, but you should have prevented that thought process in my head. And just to skip over this real quick to go back to Mr. Dwayne Wade, motherfuckers have been dragging him all over the internet for coloring his hair in support of his newfound daughter Zaya, saying, "Oh, well, he's trying to live vicariously through his child since he never got to live a gay life or something like that." And he's just trying to be gay himself. Look, they're converting the child to being gay. That's all their dad's issue. That's all Gary or Union's issue. Y'all don't motherfucking read. Y'all don't understand LGBT life. Y'all don't understand the fact that people grow up knowing their sexuality and knowing their gender identity, and the fact that they Zaya has expressed since the fact that she was 3 that she knew she was a girl. She vocalized that to her father and her mother and Gabrielle Union. The fact that she knew she was a girl since she was fucking 3.
And
Dwayne
it's
Wade just now
their
came
place
out about it.
to
So
figure
it's
out about it. It's their place, not y'all's.
so it's not him pressuring her to do that for the spotlight. It's not Gabrielle Union's, plight to get more media attention. Gabrielle Union got to do that to get more fucking media attention. She's fucking Gabrielle Union.
King of Queens said, "You saw the apple in my apple. Still the apple in my apple juice, Andrea." Wade said, "My mom found out when I lost my virginity. After that, she never asked again. She learned on the day she didn't want to know anything. I knew she was petrified."
That shit's
Understood.
petrified from
Like,
getting pussy.
most parents don't want to know, especially when their children is gay. And if you want to know all the grimy details, I will tell you all the grimy details. But you don't want to know those, so don't ask those questions. Like, I'll let you know what the fuck happened. I'm not shy about what the fuck I've done in my past, but
Okay.
you don't want to know that shit. It's gonna make you feel uncomfortable, not me.
Exactly. Like fucking exactly.
So don't come to me with that unless you're ready for it. And if you're ready for it, I'll have the conversation with my mom, my dad, my nana. I'm not scared, but they're not ready for that conversation because I know they're not informed
Exactly.
about everything that I've been going through in my life. They're not ready for that at all. Period.
And all my daddy gotta do is watch my YouTube channel. He'll know. All you gotta do is go back a few videos. I've talked
Okay.
openly about my sex life. Because, like I said, I'm not ashamed of anything that I've done. I'm not ashamed of anybody that I'm ashamed of people I've been with. But, ooh, child, woo. I don't sugarcoat shit. I acknowledge what I've done. So, I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh my God, I just need to be a virgin. I need to be so more self-respected because I'm a woman. Go fuck that. We're all sexual creatures. We all need to get it and work and fit in. Anything on that?
No, it's good. Wade said, I was certified. Then he said, "Thank God for the show. My life is jazz. So other
Yes,
children,
Jazz.
for other children, know it's okay and can comprehend what they're feeling."
Thank you, because the more people watch My Life is Jazz, they would know the struggles of a trans child. Because a lot of people think that children are too young to know about their own gender identity and they're too young to know about their own sexuality and things like that. So the show like My Life is Jazz, they can sit up here and they can talk about that, watch this, and see how a trans child, comes to be, what their thought process is, what they go through in life, how they're feeling like about their sexuality, how they're feeling about their own gender identity, their body issues. They can watch all that with My Life is Jazz, and more people really need to get into that. Because that way they would have more respect for fucking Zaya Wade. They would know what the fuck she's going through if they actually chose to, go ahead and engage with the trans community, chose to go ahead and educate themselves on the trans community. But do they do that? Not a fucking all. That's what we have motherfuckers talking up the side of their ass about shit that they're not educated about, don't want to be educated about, and think that they know it all when you fucking don't. Sorry, y'all. I'm going off. Y'all all be passionate about shit like this. I stay passionate. Maybe I need a podcast, but this is enough for me. A live is enough for me. Get on here and talk my shit with all 5 of y'all. Like I said, I don't care if it's 2 people here or 5 people here. I'm gonna talk my shit.
We had
and
12.
we'll have our
We had 12 at
conversation.
one point. So cheers to 12.
Okay, there's 8 likes. That's cute.
End it, man. End it.
All right.
Okay, yeah. She already said yeah. End it. Too long. All right, y'all.
Hold on. Okay, so this live has gone a little long. I've been trying to cut it under fucking 2 hours. So any last comments I would like to share that we can discuss before we head out? Because like I said, I try to keep it 2 hours and under. But girl, when we get to talking, we just get to talking. So any other questions, comments, concerns y'all got for any topics or any clarifications? Because be sure to like, comment, subscribe on all my shit. Y'all know I do this shit every Tuesday at 10 p.m., 10 to 10:30. Because I always check between 10 to 10:30 because I'm going to be there. If y'all had the notification bell on, y'all would know when my live is because it would alert you when I'm actually going live. So make sure to keep that 10 to 10:30 space available for more, for us.
Us. We're always here. Us.
Let's wish you all some good rest.
This was a great live, great night tonight. It was happy to, what happened? Charlie got drunk. Kingdom McQueen, thank you so much for tuning in every single live. We appreciate you.
We really do. We appreciate you. We love you. Keep
Blasian
the
always
content
come
going.
back.
Blasian always come back
We
Tuesday at
started
10.
with 4, ended with 2, so.
Yeah, everybody always says, I want to be part of your live, but they always end up dropping out, girl. Charlie's drunk and passed out.
Great live, keep it up. Thank you, Shanice.
Thank you,
Love
Shanice.
baby.
I'm still waiting for the Shani Show episode 2.
Okay, because I watched the first episode, girl. I was there.
Okay, he was watching me. He was with me. He was watching the Shani Show, and we're waiting on the next drunk cast and the next episode of Wade's World
World.
podcast. Okay.
Wade said, get some sleep and thank y'all. This is so fun. Thank you. I'm glad that you tuned in. I'm glad that y'all are communicative and respond to us. Dre, do your ending.
Thanks. All right, y'all. So we're gonna head out. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Be tuned in next week for the Andre and Mandovi lives Tuesday at 10 to 10:30. Go and check that time. Turn on the notification bell so you get our updates. And we will see y'all later.
Bye, loves. Bye,
Bye,
Shanice.
everybody.
Bye, Blasian. Bye, Ken. Bye, everybody. King McQueen. All y'all. Bye.